Yeah, welcome back on my channel today with the English video. I hope you don't click away because today's topic are taxes, and to be honest, no one likes to talk about taxes. But if you are planning to relocate to Colombia, or if you're already living here, then you should watch this video. On the social medias like Facebook are many wrong informations or incomplete informations, and there are many misunderstandings around. So today I will explain everything in simple terms. When do foreigners become tax resident in Colombia? Does your visa have anything to do with taxes? The famous 180-day rule. What does tax residency actually mean? The worldwide income principle. Why being subject to taxes does not automatically mean you will have to pay taxes. Who has to file a Colombian tax return in 2026? The current filing thresholds in Colombian pesos, euros, and US dollars. When tax return must be filed, what happens if you file late? Yeah, and as you probably know, the tax season, the filing season starts always in August and ends in October. So therefore, it's important, that you probably hurry up in case that you are a tax resident and probably you not even have a tax number, a so-called root. So therefore, a very important video. Let's start. When do you become a tax resident here in Colombia? And here is one of the biggest misconceptions. Many people, they believe it has something to do with the visa. If you are a resident, if you are a migrant, if you're a tourist, whatever, forget all about it. It has nothing to do with your visa status here in Colombia. It has to do with the 180-day rule. And this is something we are going to look a little bit more in detail because there are also misunderstandings, misconceptions. You've probably heard someone say, just don't stay in Colombia for more than 183 days. Well, that's only partially correct. Many people think those 183 days refer to a calendar year. They assume they simply have to stay below 183 days between January 1st and December 31st. That is not how Colombian tax law works. Instead, Colombia uses what's called a rolling 365-day period. What does this mean? Take any day of the year, it doesn't matter whether it's February, August, November, or December. Now count backwards 365 days from that specific day. If you have spent 183 days or more in Colombia during that rolling 365-day period, you generally become a Colombian tax resident. Yeah, let's head to the next topic. The worldwide income principle, also topic or something where exists a lot of confusion. Many people, they believe they just have to pay taxes on the income that they generate in Colombia. That's not right. Let's have a look at it. As a tax resident, you are generally required to declare your worldwide income. Depending on your situation, this may include rental income from properties abroad, dividend incomes, interest income, employment income earned outside of Colombia or inside of Colombia, business income, investment income, and so on. As well, you are also required to declare your wealth. This is also a common misunderstanding. Let's head to the next confusion point. The double taxation treaty, the tax treaty with Colombia. Some of the countries they have and others they don't. For example, the US, they don't have a tax treaty with Colombia. What does this mean? Many people, they believe now they have to pay twice the taxes on the same income. And that's also wrong. There are mechanisms that you can credit the taxes you paid in the other country so that you will not pay twice the tax. I hope I could clarify this now. The next point, the next confusion. Even if you found out you are a tax resident, this does not automatically mean you have to file taxes. This we will see right now next. And even if you have to file taxes, this does not automatically mean that you have to pay taxes. This depends a lot on your income structure. What income do you have, and also the deductions you can make, and also the thresholds, and so on. Therefore, I highly recommend to make a tax simulation if you want to become clarity about your personal tax situation, because just asking the tax rate makes many times no sense, because you still do not know how much taxes you really have to pay in reality. We offer this service. A Colombian CPA of autarky takes care about the tax simulation. If you are interested, you just can contact me here, or also if you are interested to file taxes, of course, and then just get in contact with autarky or write me on this WhatsApp number. Huh? Okay, we go to the thresholds. Who has to file a Colombian tax return? There is another important distinction. Even if you are considered a Colombian tax resident, that does not automatically mean you are required to file a tax return. To become legally obliged to file, you generally have to exceed one or more filing thresholds established by the Dion. If you remain below of those thresholds, you generally don't have to file an individual income tax return. Let's take a closer look at those thresholds. Now let's look at the most important numbers. If your gross annual income exceeds 1,400 UVTs, you are generally required to file a Colombian income tax return. The same applies if you exceed certain limits regarding your total assets, credit card spending, total purchases during the year, bank deposits, investments, and financial transactions. What is a UVT? Now you will hear another term that appears everywhere in Colombian tax law. UVT stands for Unidad de Valores Tributario, which simply means tax value unit. Think of it as a standardized tax unit rather than a fixed amount of money. Instead of rewriting tax law every year because of inflation, Colombia expresses nearly all tax thresholds in UVTs. Every year, the Dion publishes the new peso value of one UVT, and all tax limits automatically adjust. It's actually a very practical system. Last year, the UVT was by nearly 50,000 pesos, and this year 52,000 pesos, something around that. Yeah, when you get in contact with Colombian law, then you will hear the expression UVT, and now you know what it is. In general, when you are below these thresholds explained in the table, then you don't have to file taxes. But personally, I believe, yeah, that as an expat, as a foreigner, yeah, probably you are over this limit, and then you would have to file taxes. So, and that you are able to file taxes, you need a tax number, a so-called RUT, root number, or NIT. And it is different than in Switzerland. In Switzerland, when you arrive as an expat, the first thing is a welcome letter from the government. Here is your tax number, and also the tax forms. So here in Colombia, you have to take care about it by yourself. If you don't like to do that, you also can contact us. We can support you. Just call me on this number. So the next topic, the Colombian tax calendar. As you can see, every pair of tax ID numbers is assigned to a specific filing date. For example, if your tax ID ends with a certain numbers, you will have a specific deadline during the filing season. This deadline usually fall between August and October. That's why I strongly recommend preparing your tax return well in advance. Don't wait until the last minute. If you still need to register for your route, do that first. Then gather all the necessary information for your tax return. early enough so you don't run into unnecessary stress. Because if you are late, you will pay a penalty, which hurts. And of course, if you want to file it with us, just contact me. Yeah. And then you get an Excel spreadsheet in English where you can fill in all the numbers, and we can get in contact, and we support you with the filing and paying of the taxes. Yeah, I disabled the function of comments on this video. This is really an exception. I really like having comments normally, but in this video, I disabled this function. So because I don't want to get some personal information from you. I already had this experience that people post their income or whatever and ask me questions, and I cannot make a tax consultation in YouTube by answering comments. Neither I want to have some wrong information from, from people. They like to support others, and therefore I thought I will disable this function. I hope of your understanding. By the way, in this on this channel, you can find many other important information if you are interested in relocating to Colombia. Everything about visas, also real estate, whatever constituting companies. We are a one-stop shop, and we support our clients in English, German, and Spanish. Yeah, this channel has usually German content, but now YouTube allows me to synchronize my German to English. So if you go to the setting option, then you also can watch my videos with a synchronized voice in English. And of course, the most important information, all about technical things like taxes, visas, and so on, I make English videos. Therefore, I made a special playlist, only English videos. So if you subscribe, don't be surprised when there are coming also German videos. Just use the settings and listen me in English. And from time to time, you will find English videos. I will show you shortly how to find the playlist, because I already had clients or people, they contact me and say, oh, sorry, I don't know how to find your playlist. So therefore, a short introduction for people that don't know how to find it. To find my English playlist, then just click the owl or Autarky Expat. Then in the next window, you will find a category. It's called playlist. Click, and then you will find all playlists, and the last one is English videos, or videos in English. And then click there, and there are all English videos. And here I will show you how you can listen my videos, my German videos in English synchronized. Just go to settings and then choose English US, and then you can see you will not hear me anymore in German. You will hear me synchronized to English.
That you all have to learn how to deal with. But if you bring that along, you have already secured a solid foundation.
So then I hope now you know how you watch my videos in English, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumb up. This would be very nice. Subscribe the channel. Just press the bell, and then you will not miss any videos in the future. I wish you all the best with your relocation plans. See you next. Bye-bye.